So I exited the company. I was working with a partner and I just sold my shares to my partner. I just envisioned where I want the brand to be. So, and then I'll go backwards. So we got a bit of a backlash. But the aftermath of that was way scarier, right? It became this mob coming at me online. It got blown out of proportion. Our customer service helplines got threats. Their parents were scared to send them to office, and I was 26 years old. So I want women to fall in love with movement. I'll help them create better habits in terms of nutrition, but my first thing is always I want you to get used to and start enjoying movement.
Hi guys, welcome back to Harpa After 5. I'm Omar Jalani, founder and creative director of Harpa Studios. I have a very special guest with me today, Amna, who I've been trying to get for like the longest time, but she's been extremely busy. Amna is an internationally certified fitness trainer and a nutrition coach. But more than just titles, she's someone who's in the journey of fitness, has generally inspired so many people to start showing up for themselves inside and out. She's all about, most of the time, she's about discipline, wellness, and balance. But what makes the story even more compelling is that she's also a true entrepreneur at heart. Welcome, Amna.
Hello.
And thank you for finally coming here.
Always welcome.
So just to go straight into it, I know you personally because you launched a bunch of startups quite some time back. I think almost like about
Five,
five,
no
six-
more, 7 years.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Liso, I remember very well because we did the
You
packaging.
made the logo.
I did. We did some packaging. I also wanted to partner in it, but you wouldn't let me.
I mean, I also left.
So yeah, actually, we can start there. So you sold the company to someone, or you?
So I exited the company.
Okay.
I was working with a partner and I just
Right.
sold my shares to my partner when I
Right.
decided that I wanted to change.
So what was the
career paths.
time where you decided that this is like you wanted to
I think
exit?
it was COVID. So it was 2020. We
Okay.
launched the company around 2018, 2019. And then as we were picking up, 2020 came about. And I think we weren't ready. I think no one was really ready for that
Right.
sort of shift. And while sitting at home, I think for me, also a part of me realized that I wasn't very passionate about skincare.
Oh, really?
It wasn't what I thought I was.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
Oh, that's a good realization.
And yeah, and I feel like
So you got bored right in the middle? Or
yeah,
you're
I
like,
got bored right in the beginning. So, and if I get bored, I don't.
Yeah, of course.
I need to love what I'm doing, right?
Absolutely.
So I was pushing for a while, and then people for years had been telling me, you should be in fitness, you should be in fitness.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay, but my thing was always, I'm gonna stop enjoying my own journey if I start training other people.
Right.
But I was like, okay, let me try it out.
And you enjoy it? You like it?
I love it.
Really?
I actually became fitter because I wanted to show up better for other people. Yeah.
नहीं, also because इतना ज़्यादा pressure बाकी लोगों का भी, so you got
Yeah,
to be
okay,
more
I can't be
disciplined.
unfit now.
You can't be unfit. So once you take someone on board, how do you start? Do you start making a nutrition plan, or
I start with, I don't focus too much on nutrition. My entire plan is to just make people move, and mostly women, right? So I want women to fall in love with movement. And a lot of the times when I give nutritional guidelines, I don't believe in meal plans because I feel like anything very restrictive that has an end date I feel like it's something that has to be for life.
Right.
So I'll help them create better habits in terms of nutrition. But my first thing is always I want you to get used to and start enjoying movement.
So what are better habits? 'Cause I think I have a terrible diet.
Like, I think it's a balance, right? Like, even if I don't eat well 100% of the time either, right? But I feel like over the years, I've become very attuned with my body in terms of what makes my body feel good and what doesn't.
Right.
I have a huge sweet tooth,
Right,
sweet tooth.
right.
Like, when I was overweight, I would go to nutrition. I was like, I'll give up everything. Just give me dessert. And they always told me that you'll always be fat. Like, you will
You've never been fat.
Yeah, I was overweight.
Really?
In college, yeah. So I've lost about like 50 pounds.
Oh, wow.
But so now I feel like I want to go back to the nutritionist and be like, you were wrong. But so they would always discourage me that if you have a sweet tooth, you can't really become fit and you can't look fit, right? So over time, it was just more about, I was like, okay, this is something I love, but I need to manage it because it doesn't make me feel great. So now over time, I've become that person who will have dessert, but I'll have it like once a a week,
Oh,
or I'll
no,
have a little bit here,
I feel bad
or
for you.
I'll go through phases where I won't touch it for like 6-7 weeks, and
Oh,
I feel
nice.
great on it. And then
Yeah.
when I have it, I'll have it.
So I mean, it's mostly sugar, right? We all hear that sugar is
Processed sugar.
terrible
So
for
again,
us.
sugar. Everything is sugar, right?
Right.
Everything kind of boils down to
Yeah.
turns into sugar.
So is
it's
fruit
just
sugar
processed
the-
sugar. It's
sorry.
about like something like, again, like we're having something that's very highly processed.
Right.
I'll have dessert. I'll just have like more go towards like dates or honey, sweetened with honey
Okay.
and stuff like that. So you can still.
And fruit, like
I love fruit.
fruit
I have
sugar
like
is
3
the- yeah.
fruits, pieces of
Like
fruit
I mean,
today.
I heard that having processed juices or even like regular juices, I mean, it's just something I heard, is like as bad as probably having a drink.
Because it takes all the fiber out. It's
Ah,
pure
okay.
sugar, right? And
Right.
if you think about it, a glass of apple juice, say,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna have, it's going to probably take about like 4 or 5 apples to get 1 glass of apple juice, I'm
Right.
guessing, right? But you can't sit and eat 4 to 5 apples
Right.
in one go if you
Yes.
start, because it has so much fiber. It's satiating.
Right,
It's high
absolutely.
in fiber.
Right.
But when you juice it, takes pretty much all of that. You take the skin off, you take out. So you're just taking pure sugar, and it's gonna give you a glucose spike, and then you're
Right.
gonna crash.
Oh, yeah.
And the spike is what's gonna make you then crave a lot more sugar
Like you get
for the
a
rest
sugar
of
rush
the
and then you're
day.
just,
yeah, and then you're
done.
just bouncing off the
I mean,
walls
that's
and
what
want
happens
more
to
sugar.
kids, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's kind of the same for adults.
And how do you calculate like generally BMI?
BMI is-
It's bullshit.
No.
Really?
It's bullshit.
Why?
Doesn't give you any. It's great for a starting point,
Right.
but it gives you no insight into how much muscle mass someone has, how much body fat percentage. You could be technically, like a lot of athletes, if you look at their BMI, they might come in the overweight
Oh,
category,
really?
right? Because unka ratio, muscle is heavy. So a lot of the times people that look lean might not weigh the same. Like sometimes people will ask me, they're like, oh, you must be 45 kgs. I would break if I was 45 weight 45 kgs. I've never weighed that much in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much I weigh, but I know it's not 45 kgs. I've never been that. But because I have muscle, I look a lot smaller than people would assume that I weigh. So, and I'm not even an athlete, right? I'm not as fit as like a professional athlete would be. So professional athletes, they would come under like being overweight on a BMI scale, because it doesn't take into
Okay.
account your muscle mass at all.
All right.
It'll just
Okay,
take your
that
height
makes
and your
sense.
weight.
Right.
Weight ke andar your it also आपका water weight hai.
Yeah.
You have your bone, your skeletal mass, then your fat. So it doesn't really give you any insight into
Right.
your how much fat percentage your body has.
So what's your day-to-day sort of routine like for yourself? For yourself.
For myself?
I'm just curious. Yeah.
I'm very, very regimented during the weekdays.
Right.
I have an early,
No, like what time do you wake up? And
like
what-
7:30.
Okay. So
Which is very
you're-
early for me. I'm generally a night person,
Yeah.
but
Were you
been-
always a night person?
No,
You
yeah,
were- Yeah.
always.
So you
I
have to
thrive
switch,
in
make
the
that
evening.
decision. It's the best if you start waking up
Yeah.
early.
Now I feel like I start shutting down after a certain point in the
Like what,
evening.
9:30, 11?
No. On work days, yes. So on
Yeah.
work days, I have very long work hours. So I get
Right.
done with work. I'll wake up at 7:30. I get done with work at 8 p.m. And
Oh.
after that, also I still have some work messages to respond to.
Damn.
So basically, I'll shut my brain off by like 9:30.
Right.
And then I don't want to speak to anyone.
Right.
I want
Yeah.
to. Then I'm by 9:30. I'm in bed having my kava. So I'm quite boring
Right.
during the weekdays.
So you wake up in the morning and you you start with breakfast or you start with
No,
exercise?
I
or
have.
what do
So
you
I do seed cycling for my hormones. So I'll have 2 glasses of water. I'll seed cycle. I'll go down to my studio. I'll start with a walk just to wake up, and then
Yeah.
I'll train myself first thing in the morning, and then that's out.
And,
of the
and
day.
then you have breakfast after that.
I don't have breakfast.
You don't have
I
breakfast?
don't have breakfast. Then I'll have my coffee. I've never been a breakfast person. I love breakfast food. So I
Right.
love eggs. I can live off of eggs.
Like you can have omelets at night.
Yeah, but I'll have it for dinner. Eggs are my comfort food, so I can
Right.
have it breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever.
Right.
But I've just never been. I'm not used to
So
having.
you go straight to
I
lunch.
go straight into training, and then
Okay.
I'll have my lunch.
Lunch is at like what, 12?
One.
One
I'm
o'clock.
working back to back.
So that's
after
almost
that.
like
Yeah,
intermittent
forceful
fasting.
intermittent
as
fasting,
they say,
yeah.
right?
So it's not
yeah, that's on my
as-
14, 15, 16 hour.
I do a
more
16 hour,
actually.
yeah. So
16
my
hours.
eating window just ends up being from 1 to about like 9 p.m. And then I generally don't eat after dinner, but mostly just out of habit. If there's a time when I'm feeling really hungry or I have plans with friends or something, I'm not going to restrict myself. I learned very early on in my my own weight loss journey, that the more you restrict yourself, I've spent a lot of time on dinner tables where I was not eating.
Oh no.
And it's the most miserable feeling. Like,
was
you
there
don't.
dessert on the tables?
There was everything on the table, and I was having my pani because I was like, oh, I had my grilled chicken at home.
God.
You know, I was only allowed one aloo bukhara, so I'm going to eat that. And it's miserable.
It's terrible.
It's not something, that's not sustainable.
You'd rather die early.
Yeah, I'd rather be overweight.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So I then over time just realized, okay, no, I need to, which is why I also tell all my clients, don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
don't go into
course.
a routine that is so restricted that
Yeah.
you are not enjoying your time with your family. You're not
Yeah.
enjoying that's a routine you will not stick to. You
Right.
will resent it.
Yeah, you're right.
You will not enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'll always be like, okay, you want to go for dinner? Have a lighter lunch. But then go
Absolutely.
for dinner, and I want to give them the tools that if you look at your menu, okay, how can you choose, say, something that has more veggies and more protein and still meet your goals, rather than you're sitting there and staring that I can't eat
Yeah, I
anything.
can't do that.
And it's awkward for other people.
It is. It's terrible.
Right? 5 people go for dinner,
Yeah.
and one,
one
person
person
is just
And
staring.
also, I mean, like, it's very difficult for Lahoris to tell them to eat less. But
Yeah.
I mean, just eating a bit less can
Just
also,
portion
I guess,
control.
right?
So I'll always be
I mean, you
like,
don't have to
listen,
eat till
eat
you're, like,
everything.
about
Yeah,
to
you
pass
don't
out.
have to. Most of the time, it is like 2 food coma, right?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't move.
Yeah.
But if you just eat, like, if you're whatever your plate is, just remove like 20%.
Yeah,
of it.
bilkul.
And
I mean, Ramzan ke andar, at least for me, when I'm fasting, I have like 1,000 times more energy.
Yeah.
And 1,000 times more anger, and these guys feel terrible about it.
Yeah, and mood swings.
Yeah, I have mood swings, but I am so energetic generally, and I guess that's from eating.
we're not
less.
supposed to eat so much.
Right.
Also, and secondly, not everyone is meant to have 3 meals a day, right? You have to
Right.
see what suits your body. Like, for me, for example, I can't eat the moment I wake up. It's just it's not a habit I have.
Right.
When I get done with, I've always trained fasted. Is it something that I will force other people to do? No. I feel better doing that, right?
Right.
Also, I've been training for so long, my body is used to it, right? So it can
Yeah.
push beyond a certain point,
Right.
even when I'm hungry.
Right.
I'm not going to ask someone who requires food or who wakes up really hungry. If you wake up hungry, eat. 100% eat.
Right.
But I don't wake up feeling that hungry, right? I'm
Right.
very satiated with my...
like your body clock sort of
it
starts getting
adjusts,
hungry.
so your body adjusts to whatever you will get it used to.
Right.
Right? If you get it used to even something as a sedentary lifestyle, your body will get used to it. You will not realize that you're even feeling bad, because that's all your body understands.
Right.
It's when you first go through this uncomfortable period
Yeah.
of feeling like crap.
Yeah.
Can I say that on
Yes.
camera? Okay. Feeling like crap.
It's YouTube, you can say anything.
Feeling like crap
Yeah.
for the first 3-4 weeks,
Yeah.
when you'll realize, oh wait, I can feel this good
Right.
when I wake up, and
Right.
I'll have more energy, and I'm not supposed to feel so sluggish.
Right.
So the same goes the other way around, right?
Right.
My body is so used to movement and eating a certain way and eating at certain times that it's just how it functions.
But generally, what's the cutoff time you think people should stop eating? Generally?
3 hours before you sleep.
3 hours
So
before
that
you sleep.
depends on.
Right.
But I'll tell you why that's not very. I have clients who sleep at 5 in the morning.
Right.
Now,
So-
are you?
Right.
And they are eating till 2 in the
So
morning,
they're
right?
eating, yeah.
So for me, the challenge over there is that, okay, this is your lifestyle, and a lot of the times it's also, newly married people who are getting adjusted to these routines where their partner is up late.
Right.
I don't understand why anyone would be up till 5 in the morning
Unless you're-
anymore. I
unless you're
used to
working
be
in a
that
call
person.
center or have American
Yeah,
clients.
but but the access to better food at that time, at 2 in the morning, the access to what kind of food you're going to have and what decisions you will make at that time are going to be very different than if you're eating at 9
Yeah,
p.m.
absolutely.
Right?
I mean, it's got to be junk food, right?
Yeah, because the kitchen's closed. You're not going to be cooking at 2
Yes.
in the morning.
Yeah.
So what are you eating? You're going to pick up a candy bar. You'll pick up some packet of chips or something, which is giving you zero nutrition. You're not gaining. And so it's not just, people will be like, oh, yeah, you can lose weight on. I tell everyone that if you can lose weight eating McDonald's, you can lose weight eating just Lay's, but how you feel during that journey and how you feel at the end result of your
Right.
goal
I mean, half our
is going
office
to be very
is
different.
ordering. These guys are they're all order KFC almost every other day.
Yeah.
For lunch, and I
And-
guess they're generally fine.
And that's fine. And if they wanted to lose weight on the
Yeah.
KFC, they could by just reducing, if that was all
I
they
mean, it's
ate,
protein, right? So,
and
yeah.
if they only ate that KFC, that's one meal a day. That's what, with the fries, must be like about 1,000 calories.
Right.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, around that much. 1,000 calories. You're eating just that. You're in a deficit technically, right?
Oh, okay.
But
All right, that makes sense.
you're not eating
Like
anything
you're not eating
else.
KFC and then you're eating
Yeah,
KFC
so you
again
can
at
restrict
night.
your calories
Right,
based
okay.
on that one meal, and you're feeling fine, but you're not getting any veggies. Your skin's not going to look so great. You're
Right.
going to get some hair fall. Your stomach's going to be like,
Right,
what
what
are
the-
you doing?
what's happening?
What are you doing? Have you
Right.
lost your mind?
Yes.
You'll feel sluggish.
Right.
You won't be so active. If
Right.
those same 1,000 calories came from some veggies as well, I'm not saying don't have the burger, have the burger 100%, but
Yeah.
instead of the fries, you're having a baked potato.
Oh no. Oh well, that's okay.
Sometimes.
That's
I'll
fine.
never say no to fries.
Actually,
I love
baked
fries.
potatoes are alright as well.
Yeah, and potatoes
baked
get
potatoes are better than, of course, frying.
Yeah, but a
the
baked
oil,
potato is also
of course.
great alternative to bread. Because
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because a potato gets a very bad rep, but a potato isn't very high calorie.
Really?
And it's very satiating. It's how you cook that potato.
Yeah,
So
true.
if you're deep frying the potato,
Yeah.
it's the calories are coming from the oil. The calories, the potato pichara doesn't have that
Yeah,
much.
he's got a bad reputation.
Yeah, but if you air fry the same potato,
Yeah.
or you
It's
bake
fine.
the same potato,
Or
it's gonna
like steam it or
yeah.
boil
So a
it
lot
or
of
whatever.
times there's hidden
mashed
calories.
potatoes. The mashed potatoes are healthier than.
I mean, there's cream in there.
Oh, come on.
So, it's about how the is prepared. Same with chicken, right? A chicken doesn't really have that many calories, but
Yeah.
you crust it up and you deep fry it into a KFC, and suddenly it has. But the calories are not coming from the chicken,
Making
mostly,
me hungry.
right?
Or it's in KFC.
Same, right now. Great podcast.
Extra fries.
Excellent motivation to remain fit.
You make me hungry. It happens every time. I mean, you're looking at some ads or whatever, and you start getting hungry. So
Yeah.
I wanna.
My favorite thing is scrolling these. I've become addicted to TikTok recently,
Yeah.
and I look at all these people making mukbangs.
Yeah.
And these days, my favorite thing is to watch people eat sushi. Because and
Watch
they're just,
people eat sushi.
Yeah, and I'll just watch it. I'm like, damn
Now,
it, I
are
want
these,
sushi now.
are these the Koreans who make a lot of noise eating, or
Yeah,
Japanese
they're
who
very
make
close
a-
to the microphone,
and
and
they-
they're all it's all over, people all over the world, and they'll do the critch,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
exactly.
it's disgusting, but I also can't stop watching
That's
it.
hilarious.
And now, just for the last 3 days, all I've
Yeah.
been thinking about is that when I travel, I need to have crispy rice with tuna, because I've
Yeah,
just seen
crispy
so
rice
many
with tuna.
videos of people eating it, and no one
That's,
does it in Lahore.
That's weird. No, I mean that's something you can start, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't think I can be
Eating tuna.
I sell fried rice.
So I want to talk a bit about when you start coming up with new brands, maybe fitness or your. There was a supplement brand which you were working on as well.
Yeah.
What was it called?
I think I learned the most
It was,
from that experience.
Yeah.
It was called Fit Fiber at the time.
Fit
It was
Fiber,
a-
yeah, absolutely.
It was a
Fit
fiber.
Fiber had was pretty big at
It
the time.
became quite big,
Yeah.
and then it crashed equally fast.
Right.
And I think that was the biggest learning curve that I have. I think that it was also the biggest shock that I've gotten, and I think it almost broke me when
So you had partners in that,
I had a partner in that as
and
well.
your. So how do you find partners, or how do you?
No, both my partners were my very close friends.
Okay.
So it always evolved from certain. I think I was also very young when I started Fit Fiber. I was 25 years old.
Yeah.
And I'd just I always knew I wanted to work. The one thing I knew was, since I was in college, that I always wanted to work for myself.
Right.
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I
Right.
didn't know how to go about it or what it was. I always envisioned that I will work for myself. And I think one thing, Pakistani job market, not the best.
Right.
In terms of if you have certain goals that you want to, like either I don't think employers value employees as much
Right.
as,
Right.
the
True.
human resource is very cheap, let's just put it that way,
Right.
unfortunately. So I always knew, okay, if I want to make real money, I need to work for
But did
myself.
you ever get a job somewhere?
Yeah, I started with, I've changed careers quite a bit.
Okay.
So my parents now, anytime someone asks, what does Amna do? They're like, these days she's doing this.
Yes.
If she changes her mind, we
You
don't
don't know.
we don't know. So first I was in, so I studied economics
Right.
and poetry
Ah, okay.
writing in college. And
Economics and poetry.
it's a weird mix.
Damn.
Yeah, so it suits my personality.
Right, yeah, it does,
Yeah.
it does.
But
Yes.
so I still want to write a book at some point in my life. I
Fantastic.
started writing one in COVID. So
Fantastic.
it's still there
You're
somewhere.
in the middle of it?
I'm in the middle of it. I need to have some more feelings
You should
before I
tell
start.
that to your parents. Now, I'm by the way, now I'm
They
a
know.
writer now.
They knew because it's a poetry. So I write poetry.
okay,
so it's a
beautiful.
poetry book, but to
Urdu
write
mein,
poetry,
English mein?
English.
Acha.
So, but to write poetry, I have to be in a certain state of mind
Of
that
course.
I'm not in. So I
Of
need to
course.
be really feeling the feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of an entrepreneur poet.
Yeah. So I think, but it's a bucket list. I want to.
Yeah,
At some
fantastic.
point, I want to sit down and finish writing that as well.
Right,
So I
right.
studied, and I wanted to first. Initially, my dream was working for the World Bank. So I did development economics at college.
Right.
And then I moved back with all these. Oh, I'm going to become this development economist, and didn't get a job. I ended up at Ogilvy and Mather
Right.
as an account manager.
Okay.
And no, account executive. Was earning like $100 a month or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And
But this is a long time back.
this is 2012.
Right, yeah,
2012.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, and I really enjoyed. I think I कहते हैं ना रगड़ा लगा. I got a lot of ragda because I wasn't used to. I'd obviously never worked, but
Yeah.
so I was working till like 3 in the morning, 4
Yeah.
in the morning, waiting on clients. I just
No,
it
and
was just
advertising
not,
is very
Yeah.
stressful to kind of
It
get
was
into.
stressful, but
Yeah.
it wasn't very. It didn't engage my mind
Right.
in any way, right?
Right.
It was a lot of it was please find attached.
Yeah, yeah.
Please send approval. I said, what am I doing?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
you know, I'm not. I was hardly making money.
Right.
I was working these obscene hours.
Right.
And then I made a deal with one of my bosses, and I was like, listen, I'll come early, but I'll leave early. Like, I'm not doing this yet.
Yeah.
And I was the only girl on a team of 12 boys, so they were like, yeah, it's
Right.
fine. And I was like, I could feel my brain rotting.
Yeah.
So from there, I got this saw this job opening at this place called Rocket Internet. So I was like, okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
gonna
it.
apply there. So I applied. I got the job over there in sales. Not a salesperson. I've also realized that. So I've realized a lot of things that I'm not over the years.
Yeah.
That experience, I feel like I learned a lot with my time at Rocket Internet. I made both my jobs, the friends that I made at my jobs, I'm still friends with them
Right.
even to this day. So I think that was the best part of.
Actually, that might be why you're at a particular place at times. You know,
Yeah,
you make so many
I
connections.
met,
you learn
yeah,
from
and
these
some
people.
of them are still to date. Some of my closest friends are the people that I met in my 2 jobs. And with Rocket Internet, I learned a lot. That was the first time I was in an e-commerce environment. E-commerce was
Right.
just starting out in Pakistan.
Bilkul.
Daraz had just launched. We were launching Azmalo, which became Kemu later on, and I think it got merged with Daraz later. And I started, that's where I learned how to set a business up. So when
Okay.
I started, we were a team of 6 people, and I was doing everything from sales to also customer service and
Right.
rider and dropping, also orders sometimes dropping.
Great. I mean, what a great experience,
Yeah,
though, right?
and I learned everything
Yeah.
from branding to how, and it gave me the confidence that I can do this.
Yeah.
So I was there for about 2 years, almost 2 years.
Right.
And then I left. At that point, I don't think I was truly ready to quit, but I was forced to
Right.
quit.
So after Rocket Internet, you started your own business.
Then I quit. I left Rocket without a plan.
So just for generally the audience, what's the first step you like to take when you come up with an idea, when you have an idea to start a new business? Where do you start from the basics? Do you make a business plan or?
I just envision where I want the brand to be. So
Okay,
and then
that's
I'll
fine.
go backwards.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
So you're
I'll
looking
be
at
okay,
like 5 years.
Yeah.
10
So this
years?
is what I want to achieve, and then
Right.
I'll go backwards.
Right.
But the project that I actually
So
quit
you
Rocket
so you envision its financial sort of a goal?
not even financial growth and what I want to achieve in terms of where I want the brand to be, who I want to benefit from this brand, and
Right.
sort of the feeling that it would invoke in me if I achieve that. and then I will sort of come backwards. Like I actually became a trainer for something completely different. I never became a trainer to become a trainer.
Right.
I became a trainer to gain legitimacy for another project that I wanted to start.
Okay.
And then it just ended up being, now it's 4.5 years and I'm a full-time trainer.
I mean, something always leads to another
and
thing.
I love it. And now
Yeah.
that sort of helped me morph that my particular idea of how I wanted that project to be into something completely different. And I'm
Right.
working on it now, and it's taken a while, but I'm hoping next year I will get to launch it finally.
So, well, we won't ask you.
Yeah.
Can we ask about it? Or
No,
are we
not
gonna
yet.
All right. So we'll have to have you on another podcast for that.
Next year.
Yeah.